So you could almost hear it. The Xavi effect. Xavi signed as a manager for Barcelona, and they're automatically winning at halftime 3-0. It's the Xavi effect. You could feel this amazing emotion that everybody wanted to put into this. Slow down, everybody. This is still Barcelona in a rebuild. You could just feel everybody. I mean, they were already writing the stories at halftime about how great it was. Let's be clear here. Barcelona did have put in an amazing first half. The lineup was great. You had Alba, Lenglet, Garcia, Mingueza, Gonzalez, Busquets, De Jong in the middle, Ansu Fati, Depay, and Gavi, right? Cool, we're going into it. Things are looking good. Ansu Fati puts in a goal at 5. Cut it back on his right, put it back post. Sergio Busquets put in a beautiful goal. Memphis Depay had a really nice build-up and a header. That's the first half. What everyone's not going to talk about is the second half, where Barcelona let a 3-0 lead come back to a 3-3 tie. But the real story is not so much that Barcelona gave up and it broke away. No, one of Barcelona's biggest problems this entire year is that they don't have an offensive threat and they get sucked too far back into the defense. So when they need to make a transition, they're not in position. Now, we didn't see that in the first half. What's the difference? Let me tell you what the biggest difference is. When you have Memphis Depay working at the point, that's great. He can chase all he wants to. But when Ansu Fati goes out with an injury, what are we looking at, guys? What are we looking at? We're looking at Memphis Depay up top. And then for your left wing, you have Alex Baldi. On the other side, you have Gavi. Okay, these are, there's a clear reason why Serginho Dest is in. He plays right wing. Okay, he should not be playing right wing, right? He's an amazing defender with a great opportunity to progress through the side all the way from the back and then catch people slipping that are not marked. Okay, great. As far as a right wing, we went from Messi right wing to our new right back as Messi's position. Okay, so then what do we start seeing? We have some struggles. We can't beat Real Madrid. We're just not able to see the transition from the midfield to the offense. We're not able to get up there, and all of a sudden we do. Well, Ansu Fati was getting back in shape. He is a threat. He has speed, but he's also very dynamic with the ball, and he's very integral in the transition to offensive threats, crosses, attacks. You have to be honest with him. When he went out, Celta Vigo didn't even they let Memphis Depay up top, and then they committed almost every other player other than 2 to 3 at most all the way into the box for the entire half. And they got tons of opportunities, right? And one thing you can see is in our midfield, before they put in Ricky Puig, we have Busquets, De Jong. Those are standing midfielders, right? By standing midfielders, what I mean is they get too stuck back. When the defense transitions the ball, they look backwards. They have their back to the offense. They're looking back at the defenders. They're not even running into place. These are stagnant transition players, meaning they're waiting for the ball. Even De Jong, he waits for the ball back facing our own goal and then gets the ball and looks for a pass. When you have a team that is committed to push their offense all the way down your throat into your box, you can't just hope that you can have a stagnant midfield, turn the ball and look for somebody. You are the somebody. Without movement up top, you are the somebody. You need to create space instead of getting the ball. So we get ourselves caught really narrow in the middle. And then with that being said, you've got 2 inexperienced wingers coming back to defense, right? So they don't have to, the defense didn't even honor our wings. They basically said, good luck. We're going to commit all the way to your offensive third. We don't care. Which, when you have youngsters, they can't leave their man unmarked. So they commit in. They don't necessarily, they're listening to the coaching rules. They don't necessarily are able to take a calculated risk and say, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to follow the right fullback in because I want to catch them slipping. No, it was a 3-0 lead at the beginning. They got caught way back, and it was hard for them to be able to transition. Now, don't even get me into talking about the defense, guys. This is something that a lot of us know has been an issue, right? The defense. It is unacceptable. The fact that Celta Vigo, for the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, just plays balls down the middle Do you understand how insulting that is for a team to just play a through ball in the middle on your defense, and with the exception of a couple offsides, were goals? They're playing the ball through your middle. This is Barcelona. They're playing through your middle. You're getting caught watching. You're getting caught with the ball going over your shoulder. This is not acceptable. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say they shouldn't have taken out Garcia at half, and that was where it all happened. Maybe so, but I think it's more of a concern that they rotate out players in the back so much as if it's fine, right? Alba and Lenglet are always there. Other than that, you may get a few different people, right? And we're using like all possible subs in the game, so there's no consistency. With that being said, very concerned about the defense. The midfield needs to have a little more confidence in a better moving transition. The biggest problem today was Ansu Fati getting hurt. I know he's young, and everyone says they don't want to put a lot of pressure on him, but he is a game changer. And what else do we have? Agüero's gone. Dembele's not playing. Like, what else? We need players with speed that can transition, that can make up a lot of space when you're going from midfield to offense or defense to midfield. We need people on their jets rolling out. We need people to keep the other team honest instead of just allowing them to pin us back the whole half. Iago Aspas, honestly, he's probably one of the better players in La Liga. Scores 2 goals. Nolito scored 1 in the 74th. But Iago Aspas, first of all, he had a great goal. I mean, he's always at the right place at the right time, the 52nd minute, and then not in extra time puts away the game winner. That guy is pretty damn good, you guys. Like, he is legitimately a baller. And he just put us to the test. And when you're going to allow so many unchallenged over-the-shoulder balls and so much space, and when you have 10 people up your butt the whole second half and you can't do anything to get them out because you don't have a threat, this is more to come, you guys. Unless, now that Xavi's coming in, we need to really focus on the midfield. And I understand we get a pass for this because of the fact that our team's in transition, not just rebuilding, but in transition because of the fact that we don't have a coach. But at midfield, it gets way overcommitted into the defense. It doesn't know how to transition forward. We need to make some plays. Yes, the wingers need to be able to come back and help on defense, but they can't get stuck on defense. We have got to come up with a rule that makes at least a plan that everyone's on the same page, where we know we can take risks, but we know what the plan is, but we've got to take some risks. And the defenders, they spend so much time trying to hold their arms behind their back, they don't even get big to stop shots. I mean, I know this is a new thing, and I know there's VAR that makes everyone afraid that they're going to get a penalty. But you guys, our players are not just putting their hands behind their back. They're like slapping their hands to their body. They're squinching down low. Like, they're not making themselves big to stop the goal. You can stop shots with your body, but you guys are shrinking, bending over and bending forward and moving sideways and making your arms even smaller than they need to be. It's ridiculous. Stop some of these shots, okay? Take some hits. This is not okay. The defense has got to toughen up. I'm not angry. I'm actually really excited that Xavi's coming back because I believe what this team is missing is a core in the midfield to take the pressure off the defense and transition to the offense. I think we can do that. Yes, we have a lot of youngsters. Yes, we're rebuilding. And yes, we need to be patient. But what we saw in the second half right there was a prime example of what a team can do to us when they don't respect our threat. Talk to everyone soon.